Good afternoon, Willimantic, USA. Chris Beaudry here for another episode of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry on 95.3 and 1400 AM WILI. Good company. I am joined in studio by the man behind the board, the Wizard of Oz. He is the Tech Wizard. We call him the Tech Wizard of Ours, is what his nickname that I just made up is. That's like J. Matt Rupar. Hey, Jay.
How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing
Jay,
well, man.
I've never been called Jay.
Well,
just Jay.
It's J. Matt Rupar, so why not? You know,
why not?
Try something
Go for
new.
it.
How's your show going? How's Homegrown?
Pretty good. I got a special one coming up on Friday.
Oh, no, special as in like...
I got an interview coming up.
A live in-studio interview?
I pre-recorded it, but it was with Tom Forrest.
Tom Forrest, excellent. Tom Forrest.
It was a good time.
The Suit, they call him.
I learned why they call him the Suit.
Why do they call him the Suit?
You'll have to listen to my show, man.
Teaser. Love it. Anything special on the show to do with the Boombox Parade or America 250?
No, to be honest.
I mean, blues music is pretty darn American,
pretty
right?
darn
So
American,
that's
man.
pretty cool
Yeah.
that you got Tom on the show. Excellent, man. What time does your show air? To give the folks a little...
It will be 4 o'clock on Friday.
4 o'clock
PM.
this Friday on 95.3, and then...
And then again on I-98.3 FM, Saturday at midnight, Sunday at 12 a.m. And then
for the Night Owls.
Yes, and then also on the AM again, the same time, Saturday at midnight.
So they're paying you 3 times as much for this show to air?
You know,
Oh,
man.
baby. All
Making
right.
big bucks.
Hey, check out J. Matt Rupar's show. It's really great. He showcases local Connecticut music made here in Connecticut. And one of the bands, Tom the Suit Forrest, was just at, the May Street Fest here in Willimantic. And we're looking forward to the July one. But, folks, coming up is probably one of the biggest weeks in town. And I think you all know why, because the signs are literally all around us on Main Street. I was driving down Main Street today, and I saw that Public Works had put up the lovely banners on all of the light posts, the street light posts. Of course, hearkening to this Saturday, the 41st annual WILI Willimantic Boombox Parade. It's going to be a hot one, folks. So, we're going to talk a little bit about heat mitigation and what you can do to keep yourself safe, because on top of the Boombox Parade, we have even more going on in town to the tune of the Wyndham CT Celebrates America's 250th. That is an America 250 celebration. Of course, our country turning 250 years old, 1776 to 2026. And we are going all in true Wyndham fashion, pulling out all the stops. We have all kinds of great things. I've been talking about it on the show for the last few weeks now. Had some very special guests, including the committee, which is Catherine Namasic, director of the Wyndham Concert Band, Kathy Shires, a board member of the Wyndham Regional Arts Council, Bill Sayers, town councilman here in Wyndham, and of course, great historian Bev York. And myself as chair, we round out the America 250 committee here in Wyndham, and we are so thrilled because the storms are going to be staved off until the early evening, late afternoon. So this whole thing, the Boombox Parade starts at 11. Typically, the last marcher goes out around 12:15, 12:20, and the parade culminates thereafter as the last marcher crosses all the way to Memorial Park from Gilson Park. And then after that, folks, we implore you to join us for Wyndham CT Celebrates America's 250th at the Gilson Park and Shaboo stage, with gates opening at 12:30 p.m. And the show, and my, is it a show? Wait until you hear what we've got in store. But the show starts at 1:30 p.m. All are welcome, completely free. But make sure, folks, that you prepare yourselves for high heat. It's not going to be the highest of the week. I think the 2 highest days, I was speaking with Wayne Norman today. Of course, he is the weather guru. I think he has a little kind of a weather center at his house.
Just in his head.
Just in his head? Oh, yeah. So he's got the barometric pressure read in his head, do you think?
Yes, he does.
No, but he's a genius when it comes to it. He uses the National Weather Service, which I use as well. You can't trust any of these third parties.
Yeah.
You can't trust really any weather. I mean, if you live in New England and you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But we are very hopeful, because aside from the heat, the storms are steering away rain we don't need, especially when there's a 30-foot LED video wall, 2 tons of electronics on the Shaboo stage that day. Of course, the nearly 100-member Wyndham Concert Band will be there. The 2025 Grammy Award winner for Best Latin Jazz, Zakai Curtis, and his Kubop Quartet will be there. Bruce Johns, we are still maintaining the name, folks. even though, Bruce is going to be there with us in spirit. I just know it. It's been a rough week for many in the community between the tragedy of the youngsters that were untimely killed in a tragic car accident, and then, of course, our great friend Bruce John. But we're maintaining the name, folks. We're going strong. Bruce would want the show to go forward, and we are calling it Bruce John's Wyndham Troubadours. They are a part of the America 250 celebration here in Wyndham. And, of course, they're Jason, Patty, Carolyn, and Seamus, and they were in studio. Matt, wasn't that just a fantastic performance?
That was great, man. I love that.
I truly think that Bruce is so, he was so very, very proud of this band that he hand chose all of the musicians in this band. So he knew that even if he wasn't in the picture, that they would carry the torch and be able to do justice to the music, and
they're
more
fantastic
than did it.
musicians too. They did a great
The
job.
harmonies and
that was great.
And they did it in a mere few weeks. They were rehearsing at Bruce's house. We had him on the radio show. That was maybe like their third or fourth rehearsal as a group.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was great.
Very
man.
impressive. So looking forward to Bruce John's Wyndham Troubadours being a part of America 250 celebration. There's going to be food trucks, so bring your appetite. A lot of the restaurants, Willie Brew, good luck getting in there for lunch, because that place is packed out when doors open at 10 a.m. because everybody's staking out, pun intended, steak, but they're staking out the best position to view the Boombox Parade, and then stay for lunch. I had a great cheeseburger last year at the Boombox Parade right on the patio. I don't know how I managed to squeeze in there, but not a whole lot of restaurants. It is a national holiday, and it's a Saturday, and everybody's got family plans and whatnot. So we're bringing food trucks to the Shaboo stage and the Gilson Park for that reason. So we've got some great trucks lined up. I'm going to go over the list probably after the break there. We have historical encampments and reenactors. If you've driven by Gilson Park, you see that Bev and her team are getting ready. They have their schoolhouse all set up and ready to go. Even with the punishment stocks, they actually sealed the door by screwing the punishment stocks to the door right now. But that will be out in the field. You can get your photo in it if you've got an unruly child and you want to make an no, I'm kidding. But it's all fun and games. We have upwards of 20 historical actors. Everything from Betsy Ross, who's credited with sewing the American flag, to George and Martha Washington, to Israel Putnam, to Samuel Huntington, people that had major roles in the founding of our country. There is going to be a beekeeper there, DJ Shook's Apiary. I had the pleasure of meeting DJ at the Willimantic Farmers Market this past Saturday, and he brings a live bee display. He brings his honey and all of his honey products. He's got salves and creams, hand creams, and delicious honey. I think he's got some 40 hives, he said, around Eastern Connecticut. So a lot of bees, right? You can come and sample that. We have a real blacksmith coming.
Nice.
And he's going to be, doing demonstrations. We have, again, all the historical actors. If you go to our Facebook page, folks, there's some fun and games on there where you can actually see a little teaser of the actors coming. We had a little meet and greet at the River Room the other day, and we met some of the actors, and they got up in their garb and their costumes, and we did a little try to name that historical actor. So it's numbered, but we don't give away just yet who they are. We're going to give the answers probably tomorrow, but about half of the actors came, so go and try your luck. It's the Facebook page. I'm going to give it to you right now. It is facebook.com / I believe it's Wyndham. Let's see, Wyndham. Of course, the moment I need it, it's not there. Slow internet here at WILI. So it is facebook.com / Wyndham CT AM 250. So check us out on Facebook. We're proud to say that we have almost 1,000 followers now, 829. So we're trying to build that up. We just unleashed a new Instagram as well. So if you search us on Instagram, you can find us there. And we're trying to mirror all the content. The robust content's on our Facebook page, though. So again, it's facebook.com / Wyndham. Wyndham CT AM 250 on Facebook. You can also visit our link tree, which is linktr.ee / Wyndham AM 250. Also, Wyndham 250 works. You can get there by either link. It's linktr.ee / Wyndham 250. That'll take you to the robust resources for the Wyndham CT Celebrates America's 250. You can get a reminder there. Again, this Saturday, July 4th, 12 p.m. Gates open, 1:30. The show starts at the Shabu stage. You got a map there for if you're telling your friends far and wide. I know some people that are coming from New London, Hartford, as far as Rhode Island, as far as New Hampshire. The Boombox Parade really brings everybody out. This is a historic parade. It's made the Guinness Book of World Records. It is really the largest parade of its kind. The People's Parade, come one, come all, march however you may come. But just make sure that you're following the rules, folks. The rules can be found on WILI.com. Make sure you review those rules. Simple things that you learn in grade school. No squirting people in the face with water.
Right.
No throwing candy. You can hand out candy.
Right.
Handing candy is definitely a big one. You don't want to knock somebody's eye out, right? But all of the procedures and protocols and rules and regulations, there's not much, folks. I mean, it's common sense for the most part. But if you head over to WILI.com, you can see all that. If you're interested in volunteering, I believe we're getting there. Meaning we may only need one or two, but if you are still interested and you are able-bodied, and I'm looking especially for people for some, just general information. We're going to put folks at the gates to let people know where the bathrooms are. It's pretty self-explanatory, but the Gilson bathrooms will be open. We're going to have cooling stations because the high heat is going to be oppressive. I mean, it's going to be not as bad as, I think Thursday and Friday are the real bad ones, right? Or is it Wednesday and Thursday? 100 degrees we're reaching 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
So there's a heat dome over us. But we're going to have cooling stations with misting apparatuses. So, make sure you bring your hats, your sunscreen, your pop-up tents. Nothing, we're not going large with these. No 10 by 10s, please. But if you have one of those little cabana-style ones that you would bring to like a sporting event or the beach, that's fine. Beach umbrellas are fine as long as they're, relatively small personal beach umbrellas, not the giant ones. Rain umbrellas work well for sun. I have very fair skin. Look at me. I burn very easily. So I'm definitely going to be loading up on sunscreen as I do my 90-minute spiel on the stage, presenting the bands and the speakers. Anyway, more to do with our link tree. So linktr.ee/WyndhamAM250 is our full resources. You can visit our Facebook page. You have a link to the Boombox Parade. You have a link to check out the Wyndham Concert Band led by Catherine M. Namasic, who is going to be a major component of the show on the stage. You have links to Wyndham's Gilson House Museum, the Textile and History Museum, the Mill Museum, a.k.a. Daughters of the American Revolution are going to be there on July 4th. The Wyndham CT Rec Department has been integral in helping us coordinate a lot to do. Of course, Debbie Fisk and her team are kind of the engine behind getting that parade zippered up and out and marching onto Main Street. So big shout out to Debbie and her team. The Connecticut Eastern Railroad Museum link is there. You can even check out the ECSU History Club because ECSU has been also a very great partner in helping us produce this. They're providing the podium for the stage. And we may see, I know we will see a very special guest presentation by President of Eastern, Dr. Karim Ismaili. So check out our link tree, folks. linktr.ee/WyndhamAM250 or Wyndham 250 works as well. Also, there's information on our sponsors. We're so grateful to our sponsors. I just want to do a roll call of sponsors real quick because it is a long list, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for this. The Willimantic Downtown Neighborhood Association, thank you so much for your donation. The Town of Wyndham has just been so great, and Wyndham Public Works, Don Facio and his team, thank you for all you do. Connecticut Humanities came through in a big way. We're the only municipality in northeastern Connecticut to receive a Connecticut Humanities grant for the America 250 presentation. I want to thank the residences at 804 Main Street and Rob Giannatasio and his lovely wife Sonia for donating, being one of our major sponsors. Catherine and Joseph Namasic, also major sponsors. Hartford Healthcare, major sponsors. Wyndham Democrats and Wyndham Republicans. The Wyndham Regional Arts Council is a major sponsor. Jewett City Savings, Zlotnick Construction is a major sponsor. Gates Auto Group, the Seroptimists of Willimantic, a great organization all about educating and empowering young women. The Thread City Hop Fest, shout out to the Thread City Hop Fest and Willie Brew and Ronnie and David and their team over there. You guys just came through with just one of the most saving graces that we could have possibly received. You know what I'm talking about. Meehan Realty, Thank you so much for sponsoring. All right, and then we go into our community sponsors. So I've been talking about this until I'm blue in the face, but we're going to have a giant, I'm talking giant, 30-foot by 16-foot LED video wall, because we have some really great video content throughout the course of the event, including a recitation of the preamble of the Declaration of Independence as read by local Windham youth.
Nice.
And Matt, not only did they read, but they produced this too. It's like cinematic quality, man.
Oh, boy.
And get this, on top of showing the video, we're going to set it to the music of the Windham Concert Band. I'm going to play the song, a little teaser of the song, not played by the Windham Concert Band, but just the song, so you can get a feel and get in the patriotic mindset and just get a sense of how epic this is going to be on Saturday, July 4th at the Gilson Park and Chaboo stage. So our community sponsors helped us pay for this video wall. It was a very expensive thing, but very necessary to getting the full immersive experience of what we're hoping to accomplish for America 250 here in Windham. So I'm just going to run through our community sponsors. You'll see messages from them throughout the day. We have Yono and the Quiet Corner Float. We have Horizons, On the Air with Bill Sayers, of course, Willie Brew, we mentioned, Susan Johnson and Dennis O'Brien and their radio program, Let's Talk About It, Spiral Arts and the Lily Pad, which is the new ceramic art studio here on Main Street in Willimantic, Trigo Wood-Fired Pizza, the Windham Chamber of Commerce, Silk City Coffee, Self-Help Credit Union, which used to be Northeastern Credit Union. I believe it's still something to do. It's Northeast Family, a division of Self-Help FCU. Say that 10 times fast. What else do we have? DeRicci Auto on Main Street, the Windham Theater Guild, the Willimantic Food Co-op, Tony's Pizza. Love Tony's Pizza. We get them for every Street Fest, third Thursday Street Fest, and boy, am I glad we do, because that provides me the sustenance to get through that. Fluff and Fold, the laundromat here on Bridge Street in the Bridge Street Plaza. Professional Lock and Safe Company. And I'm sure there's going to be even more coming in as we speak. If I forgot anybody, my God, the list is so long, and I may be looking at an older one. So we'll make sure we give full credit to all of these sponsors and everybody we have so many sponsors, but also the volunteers that are making this possible. Huge shout out to Chris Grant, who's going to be our A1 guy for parking and just being the kind of the face that greets you when you come off Valley. To join us because we have moving parts. We're kind of like a well-oiled. It will be a well-oiled machine. I'm going to tell you that right now. But the parade is going to be lining up pretty early in the morning. People start lining up for their spots around 10 a.m. I think they open the gates, and then the first step off is 11 a.m. After the parade starts to depart, that field starts to deplete and free up in the space there, and we're going to start moving our components into place. Our food trucks, our historical actors, our cooling station tents. The band is going to be arriving. I just want to say that St. Mary's lot, if you've parked there in the past, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be band parking only. There is, of course, parking at St. Joseph's, which is less than half a block away. There is parking, you can park on Pleasant Street, although the footbridge is still out of commission, so don't count on that to get across. There's the parking garage here right on Main Street off of, what is that? That's Walnut Street. Eastern Connecticut State University, this just was announced last week, is going to open up Noble Hall, which is one of their dormitories kind of by Blarney's on Valley Street. There is the Beacon Bank parking lot, which is kind of by Bliss Marketplace, by Project IMO. That's on Meadow Street by the fire department there. So, folks, come early, grab your parking. It is going to be hot, so make sure you bring your bottled water, your misting fans, your hats, your sunscreen, your umbrellas. Make sure you come prepared. Wear light, breathable clothing, just like this America 250 polyester shirt. Oh my God, it's like one of those Under Armour shirts that just breathes and like it wicks sweat off. So we're going to be selling these. We're going to be selling these at the Gilson Park. We have a very limited supply, but there will be backups online, so you can actually buy them online. We're going to be releasing the link for that for pre-orders as well. What else am I missing here, Matt? We covered parking, we covered safety, we covered the entertainment, we covered the food. Why don't we hear a little music? So I want to play a song that's going to be performed by the Windham Concert Band. Again, this is not the Windham Concert Band, but this song just totally gets me in the mood for celebrating 250 years of America and everything we stand for. So this is Rushmore by Alfred Reed. Let's take a listen. We'll be right back with more about the 41st Annual Boombox Parade and the American America 250 here in Windham. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I only want to give a little taste of that, but that is going to be one of the pieces performed by the Windham Concert Band. It's called Rushmore by Alfred Reed, and what makes this so special is not only are they going to be performing this piece, but it is going to be accompanied by a video of local Windham youth performing a recitation of the preamble to the Declaration of Independence. So it's going to be cinematic, really. I mean, we were getting chills watching this in the AM 250 committee meeting the other day at the River Room, just, queuing all the pieces and making sure it's going to work. And boy, oh boy, is it going to work. So make sure you get in the spirit, right, so to speak. So again, we're talking about America 250, which is this Saturday, July 4th. On the heels of the 41st annual WILI Willimantic Boombox Parade, the Boombox Parade 11 a.m. and the America 250 Gates at Gilson Park opening at 12:30. With the show, it's about a 90-minute show, 1:30 to 3 p.m., and you're out of there before any storms hit. There's no storms, no rain it's not going to impact any of the festivities on Saturday. I'm saying it. You heard it here, folks. You'll be on your way to your barbecues and your fireworks for July 4th, with everything being over at 3 p.m. So hope you'll join us. Again, linktr.ee/Windham250. Check it out right there. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more info on this weekend's festivities. Stick around. And we're back to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 FM, 1400 AM, WILI, good company. We're talking all things Boombox Parade and also all things Windham CT celebrates America's 250th. A massive celebration happening on the heels of the Boombox Parade on the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park. I wanted to also give a quick shout and say that tomorrow I have the honor of again appearing on the wonderful Wayne Norman's show. It's going to be a chock-full show. He's got all of the parade personnel coming in. I believe it's 7:40. And then you'll hear from me about America 250 at about 8:10, 8:15. So tune in tomorrow morning for Wayne Norman's morning show and hear all about, again, and we'll be a day closer, folks. So that means the weather will be even more, concise as we get closer. So we'll have even more information for you. It's going to be hot no matter how you slice it. So you got to come prepared. You got to stay hydrated. You got to bring your sunscreen and just, know that it's hot. It's summer. What do you expect? But safety first. Make sure you come prepared. It's going to be a great day. So, I wanted to play again. These folks were on my show. Was it last week?
Last
already?
week, yeah.
Oh my gosh, a week
ago, man.
A week's gone by. Tempus fugit, as they say. Time flies. Bruce John's Windham Troubadours. We extend our just heartfelt. It's just our hearts are heavy, man. I don't know what to say. Bruce passed. I think the news is out now, so we're going to just say it. But Bruce passed last night, surrounded by his family and loved ones at his home at 11 p.m. And it's from the time that it was announced that he was on his way to the hospital to the time the announcement came. It's one of the fastest things.
Yeah, dude.
I guess there's a silver lining in that somewhere. But we are carrying his name through this, and it's going to be a great presentation nonetheless. Bruce, I'm sure, will be smiling down on us. And I want to play, again, a recap here of last week's performance of the Bruce John Windham Troubadours with Jason Patty, Carolyn, and Seamus. They're going to be joining us for Wyndham's America 250th. Bruce John's Wyndham Troubadours will play This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land. Let's take a listen. Yeah, go for it.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps. One who stands up, her diamond deserts, and all around me, her voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, the Redwood Forest, through the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking, I saw that sign there, and on that sign said, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, to the Redwood Forest.
And we're back. I just wanted to give a teaser there, folks. You're going to have to come the day of to hear the whole thing. That was Bruce John's Wyndham Troubadours. Again, our condolences with Bruce and Bruce's family, and we're carrying the torch here. Bruce would have wanted it. So I want to do a quick rundown of the show. It's a very exciting show. Again, the show starts at 1:30. Gates open at 12:30. Come early because there's going to be a lot to do for that first hour. In fact, when the show starts, you're going to want to really focus on the music and what's happening on the stage. So beforehand, you get to come meet and greet with the historical actors. Again, we have 20 historical actors coming. We have a schoolhouse being set up, an army encampment. Bev York has been working around the clock to get all of these components in place. We're going to have food trucks there. There's going to be everything from Mexican food to American hot dog cart is going to be there. There's going to be a lemonade stand. Cupcake for Later is going to be joining us with their red, white, and blue cupcakes. They look super yummy. So come and get some provisions. Enjoy all of the time with the historical actors and the encampments and whatnot. Claim your space because space is going to be, real estate is a prime. Especially if you have a tent or if you have a cabana. Again, no 10 by 10 tents, no large tents above 5 feet, 4 feet in height. Keep it reasonable so the people behind you can watch. But if you are setting up a tent, folks, we do ask that you do it towards the back of the Gilson Park. So that would be towards the Gilson House Museum, the opposite end of the park from the Shaboo stage. Make sure you bring your sunscreen, your water, your hats, your misting fans, your fanning fans, whatever you got there, folks, to stave off the heat. Probably a good idea considering the weather is going to be in the mid-90s. Here's a rundown of the show. We're going to start the show at 1:30 with our very own DJ Keith C. Rice, and he's going to welcome the crowd, kind of do the transition. It just makes sense to have Keith because it's a transition from the Boombox Parade to the America 250, and Keith, one of the faces here at I-98 and 95.3. He is going to introduce Dr. Karim Ismaili, the president of Eastern Connecticut State University. Dr. Ismaili is going to give a few remarks, welcome the crowd, do a special, I think there's some special visuals that will be on the board from ECSU, and then he is going to introduce me. And boy, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, Matt. I'm getting used to
nervous?
this. I'm getting used to this thing, man. But I might be hot up there. That's an understatement. I was planning on wearing my head to toe burgundy, red suit for America 250 with a flag, but I might have to I don't know, man.
Tone it down a bit.
Tone it down a little bit. Maybe wear my red Willimantic Renaissance shirt.
There you go.
That's kind of on
Maybe.
theme. But, I'm going to welcome everybody. We're going to stand for the national anthem, and then we're going to have some time if any dignitaries from the parade would like to wave to the crowd. Again, we have a video system that's going to be projecting close-ups. We have a crowd cam, which is pretty exciting.
Nice.
So, you may just find yourself on that big video wall as if you were at, like, the Red Sox, on the Green Giant or something like that. Then we're going to go into the music right away, folks. So we're going to have Zakai Curtis. It's kind of going to be like a popcorn or a ping pong back and forth between the Grammy Award winner Zakai Curtis and his quartet, the Wyndham Concert Band. They're going to go back and forth on a few songs. We got a really exciting number where they join forces. And if you go to our Facebook again, folks, and follow us on Facebook, you can see a rehearsal video of Zakai joining the Wyndham Concert Band. So our Facebook again, facebook.com/Wyndham CTAM 250. Check it out. It was really, really cool seeing this, massive concert band back a Grammy Award-winning piano player, and this is going to be at the Shabu stage this Saturday, July 4th. So, that's going to happen. At around 2 o'clock, there's a national bell ringing. So we're going to try to time the show, although, unpredictable in nature. We're going to get as close to 2 p.m. as we can. But the Wyndham Concert Band has these giant chime bells. They're going to be striking those at 2 p.m. I'm not sure if the churches have programmed their bells to ring around that time too, but you may hear bells all about town. In fact, we're going to be selling very special America 250 bells on site with these gorgeous America 250 Wyndham shirts that I stayed up all night Saturday. I'm not kidding about this either. I stayed up all night Saturday night pressing them with a heat press at Project Emo. Shout out to Jay Hyland and his team. He actually did the printing. He's got a great print setup over there, but we're going to have these for sale with the America 250 commemorative bells. There's going to be video content. So again, I've been talking about the video of the preamble of the Declaration of Independence as read by Wyndham Youth, backed by the music of the Wyndham Concert Band. We're going to do a really fun historical actor roll call. So you're going to get to see on the big screen who's who, basically, and then the actor behind the historical figure. So really cool. Betsy Ross will be there again. George and Martha Washington. And the list goes on and on. Then we're going to popcorn again some music between the concert band and the Grammy Award-winning quartet. We're going to do a very special presentation to our friends at Willie Brew, kind of a Lifetime Achievement Award, if you will, for all of their dedication, their blood, sweat, and tears that go into their amazing over-the-top floats at every 41st. They're going to be at the 41st annual, but at every Boombox Parade over the years since Willie Brew has been around, they've done their decoupage paper mache with frogs. There's an entire basement. Matt, have you seen the basement of frogs from Willie Brew floats?
No, I wish
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's in the basement of Bliss Marketplace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
okay, yeah,
they have all of the different frogs. I used a few of them. They were very generous and gracious in allowing me to use some of them for like Blocktoberfest last October.
Cool.
And for the Cupid's Corner, we dressed them up in kind of Valentine's themed clothes. But it's really cool. Willie Brew, we just love what they do. They're always the last float. They're kind of the caboose on the Boombox Parade, and this year is no different. So we are presenting a very special award to them at the America 250. More songs. There's going to be a Revolutionary War Soldiers component to this. That'll be a surprise, so join us for that. We're going to do the Armed Forces medley. This is a very important one, folks, because we go through all of the Armed Forces themes. So the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard. And as each Armed Force song is performed, we ask that anybody who has served or serves, I think it's anybody who has served or served, I'm not sure, but director of the concert band will let everybody know from the stage to please stand when you hear your branch's service medley, your service theme. So that's really cool. Then we also have, we're going to close out with another song from Zakai, and then Stars and Stripes. Everybody knows it. It's one of the most patriotic songs you can envision, and the Wyndham Concert Band will play us out with that. At the end, that'll be a 90-minute presentation. You'll be on your way again to your barbecues and your fireworks, and that will be our a Wyndham CT Celebrates America's 250th. The day doesn't stop there, though, folks, because, again, if you go to our Facebook page and you go to the Events tab, you'll see that there's upcoming events all the way through the fall. In fact, I'm looking at the culminating events so far. There may even be more popping up. Bev has been coordinating all kinds of great events here around town. October 25th, there's prisons and prison ships. There's all kinds of special displays. If you've been in Town Hall, you'll see a very special commemoration banner by the Daughters of the American Revolution. We're looking. I didn't even talk about the float competition yet, have I?
No, you didn't, no.
Oh my God.
Not this week.
And we're definitely going to be talking about this more on Wayne's show again tomorrow. That would be Wednesday. Is it July 1st
Yes,
already?
sir.
Oh my gosh. So Wednesday, July 1st, we're going to have the parade people on Wayne's show at 7:40 a.m. and then I'm going to join at 8:10. And we're most definitely going to talk about this, the parade float competition. We're doing a very special panel of judges, which are Jamie and Kit Eves, Ruth Hartunian Allenbaugh, and WILI's very own Colin Rice are going to be a celebrity panel of judges. They're going to be combing through every float that goes through, right? So it's a monumental task. People have kind of chimed in and said, well, why can't you announce the winners on the stage? Well, I'm going to tell you why, because how many marchers and how many floats are in that? There's probably 120, 150.
There's probably going to be more this year, too.
And because it's American 250. Imagine being one of 4 judges, and you have differing opinions from the other 3 judges about what the best float is.
And aren't there pages of checklists?
Pages and pages. We have 20 categories, 20 total awards that are going to be awarded. So that's 5, I guess you would call it categories, and then you have your walkers, your small motorized, your large motorized, your full floats. So that's 20 categories right there. We do not have the bandwidth to be able to process that and get the winners on the stage.
Yeah.
But we're going to extend the life of, first of all, the hype about this, because everybody's going to be wondering who won. We're going to document everything on video. So there's going to be 2 cameras. One is going to be on the street as the floats go by, capturing every float that goes by, which is going to be also critical for the judges to be able to refer back to. And then there's going to be a camera on the judges catching their witty banter. I'm going to have them all mic'd up. You'd be proud of me, Matt, with all the different technical stuff going on out there.
Hope they keep it clean.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I don't think I have what is that button called? Delay button that you push? Yeah, no. I'm sure they will. But we're going to put this online not only for the people to just look back on the parade and really enjoy all the floats that went by, but for the judges to be able to deliberate. And we're going to make the announcement later in the week on Wayne Norman's show.
Nice.
So it's going to be a super special episode. So
if you want afterwards, send me the video or whatever you got, and I can put it on the WILI YouTube channel as well.
I think that's a plan.
Whatever
man.
you want, and we'll make it work.
Plan. Absolutely, we're definitely going to do that. So, folks, I mean, if you haven't been sold on July 4th, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, come on.
At this point, historic.
Talk about the speakers too.
Oh, the speakers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So this is really cool. Through, I think it's private donations. I think even the mayor contributed to this. But so up and down Main Street, boom boxes, aka transistor radios, are kind of a thing that people don't, normally have these days. Either you have a radio in your car, or you're listening to your podcasts. So what a really clever workaround that was come up with between WILI and the town is to mount speakers up and down Main Street. So the music that is played, accompanying the Boombox Parade by yours truly here,
right.
J. Matt Rupar, is going to be piped all the way down Main Street. It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, definitely. I love
the parade will be awash in the sounds of what you're spinning. Can you give us a taste? I mean, like an idea of
I have a playlist, but you'll have to listen, man.
You got to be there. I love the teasers, man. You're like, but really great idea, and it's going to really make for a full parade experience with the patriotic music that's played to accompany the parade. So speakers up, and I think they have like 15, 12, 14,
nice.
16, something like that. And these are like professional. The sound company that is doing the sound for the presentation on the Shaboo stage will also be doing the sound up and down Main Street. So thank you for reminding me of that, Matt, because that's a huge, huge selling point for getting your butt down to Willimantic this Saturday, July 4th, and really enjoying all that is being offered. All of it is free. I mean, this is like the perfect event. And I think, if you're coming from afar, I don't know the details, the specifics about this, but they're making public transit free. I think the buses are going to be free on July 4th, and then the CT rail is going to be like $2 or something like that. So come out. I know there's CT buses that come through. The Nash Zimmer Transportation on the UConn campus, which is just a stone throw away. I'm not sure what stops in here in terms of CT bus lines, but if you can make use of that, definitely do, because it's going to be free or dramatically reduced fare that day. So again, I want to give out our socials and our websites. So anything pertaining to the Boombox Parade, you're going to want to check out WILI.com. Please make a point to get on there, and especially if you're participating in the parade itself, the safety guidelines are very important. No water spraying or super soakers, no throwing of candy from parade units. Candy definitely can be handed out. Those kids are still going to want their candy, right? But you can approach them and hand it gently. No revving of engines, no reckless behavior. Please keep moving this year, folks. No pauses for demonstrations. We have again, fine-tuned timing here between the parade and the America 250. We don't want to hold anything up, so do not stop to maintain the flow of the parade. And please tune your radio to WILI 1400 AM or 95.3 FM and blast that music, folks. The heart and soul of the creation of the Boombox Parade. So you're going to want to make sure you're supplementing and not combating with the some different kind of music, different radio station. WILI is the station for the day. So WILI.com for the Boombox Parade, and then again, the link tree is linktr.ee/Wyndham250 will take you to all things Wyndham CT celebrates America's 250th, or on our facebook.com/Wyndham CT AM250. You can Google us too, Wyndham, Connecticut AM250, and you'll most likely find it that way. I think I want to leave us with another song, man. I'm winded here. I got to save my energy, and I got to get even more hydrated for July 4th. So I'm going to leave us with another selection that will be performed. This is going to be a little teaser, and maybe we can run some ads on the far end. But this is a piece that's going to be the joint piece between the Wyndham Concert Band and the Grammy Award winner for Best Latin Jazz Album last year. He's a fantastic improvising piano player. This is called Danzas Cubanas. It is a multi-movement piece, so there's going to be multiple solos throughout. It's a very percussive piece, Latin jazz inspired. So Danzas Cubanas, I'm only going to give you a little taste. And folks, we will see you on July 4th, 11 a.m. Boombox Parade, 12:30 for America 250 Gates at Gilson Park and the Shabu Stage with a 1:30 performance. Hope to see you on Saturday. Here's Danzas Cubanas.